of our environment that they have superintended and supervised. I have been in government before, Samson, so I refuse to accept that the state of Ghana, with its vast resources, is not in a position to tackle the illegal activities of, let's say, hundreds or even thousands of young men and women who are going about destroying our environment. As you know, galamsey or illegal mining started off as a socio-economic problem. Basically, there were desperate youth who, because of unemployment, resorted to this activity to earn a living. Soon, they realized that the returns were so lucrative that it was much better than going into conventional forms of employment like agriculture or any other. And so it became a bit difficult to win them off this activity. Every now and then you would hear about even legal firms, legal mining firms, large-scale mining firms, and even medium-scale mining firms engaging in activity that violated the law. That generated some debates. I mean, there was back and forth. Sometimes regulation was brought in to check the activities. Something, if the problem had remained this, I am fairly certain that we would have overcome it long ago. Because like I said, I don't think that the state of Ghana does not have the capacity to deal with such miscreants or bandits destroying our environment. The problem that we have, and the reason why it has escalated to this scale, is that there are greedy, corrupt, money-loving people in the ruling government and ruling party that have gotten involved in this activity. And because of their complicity, they are unable to take the actions that would ensure that we effectively win the battle against illegal mining. Because in your inserts, the inserts that you've played, the reports that your journalists have filed, we have heard the involvement of general secretaries, women organizers, regional chairmen, city mayors, MCs, DCs, parliamentary candidates, presidential staffers, all belonging to this ruling party involved in this activity. How does a government, on the back of a new regulation that is enacted, give concessions to people who form companies overnight, simply because they belong to their political party, to go into forest reserves that, as you yourself say, have global environmental significance, and destroy it in the manner that they are doing without any action being taken against them? The Ashanti Regional Chairman of the MPP sets up a company, goes very close to a river source, and engages in activity that clearly violates the regulations governing that sector.
I think we cannot confirm that he has breached any law.
But
the regulation allows the president to give consent for mining in forest reserve
when the president,
in the national interest.
What national interest has the activities engaging like these people?
Tax.
What tax? Something. What tax? What improvements have they brought to the national kitty to warrant this? And is it every money that is acceptable to the state? So today, if armed robbers volunteer to start paying tax, we would accept it simply because it boosts our coffers. Is that the argument that is being made? And how is it that the only people who benefit from this special dispensation are MPP people, some of whom do not have any experience or capacity in mining? They form mining companies within days, and they receive concessions. They receive permits to go into areas that they should not be going into. So the problem is, in my view, not the young men and women who are desperately looking for jobs who are involved in the activity. The problem is the entry into the fray of this government. The problem is the governmental complicity. The problem is the greed, the immorality, the corruption of those we have entrusted with the affairs of the country. So when Professor York and his folks call for action on the part of the citizenry, I think that is in the right order. The problem, the issue, something, is that this government has demonstrated that they are never going to address this problem because they benefit from it primarily. And so we citizens have a duty also. And part of it is what Professor York and his colleagues have embarked on. Public action, public demonstrations, making the calls, insisting that the right things should be done. But Samson, I beg your pardon. The people of Ghana, in their generality, have an opportunity to stop this trend. You see, there's an election coming. It is true that we in the NDC want to win power. But everybody knows that I speak the truth when I say that one of the ways, perhaps the most effective way, of ensuring that at least we begin to see a genuine fight to address this canker is to boot out the government that has failed so spectacularly. Because something, what they have done is a stunning historic failure.